Yeah, this your boy Drumma Boy, aka D-Boy Fresh, and you watching me right here on Mr. Telepharo. Hey, yeah.
I want to salute you, homie, for building your own thing and doing your own thing, creating your own platform, your own website.
I got one life to live out my dreams, and I'm giving this thing all I got. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I represent the culture.
Right now you're turning up on MrTelepharo.com, shawty. Yeah.
All right, we are back with this MrTelepharo.com. You know the face. You know who I'm next to. Just name a couple of these artists this man and work with. Let's see. Gucci Man.
Titty Boy and Drumma Boy.
Gotti.
What up, Drumma? Hey, what up, mama?
Flocka. Wale.
Drumma on the beat, let me take my time. One beat, we can take it outside. Fucking what, bro? These lames ain't mine.
Usher. T.I. We can go on all day, I believe. This man has worked with anybody that you know hot in the game, that's been hot in the game. We here with Drumma Boy. How you doing today, my man?
Hey, yeah, boy. You already know what time it is, man. It's a pleasure to be here, man. What's happening?
We in your studio, we turning up, we listening to a couple sounds that you're working on. What exactly are you working on right now? You're so busy, you're moving so much. What exactly you working on right now?
Man, we working on a little bit of everything, man. Drum Squad Records, DSR the label. You know what I'm saying? We just finished Kid, New King, mixtape just dropped. Scott King just got a new video. We just dropped Who I Am. You know what I mean? L.I. the Great, he just dropped a new record, Can't Compete, live on iTunes right now. You know what I mean? So we focusing on the label. Shout out to Tony. Sing to me, Tony, on Instagram. Y'all check him out for the ladies. Something new coming, you know what I mean? 3 decades of game on Too Short. You know what I mean? I'm excited about that. Jeezy just reached out. Gotti. We just in the studio working with Young Black, new Young South Memphis artists coming up, man. We always
youngster.
Working on that new, you know what I'm saying? Black youngster, you feel me?
You bring up new artists. What's it like? And what's that session like? You know, obviously with the Gottis and the Jeezys of the world, you know, y'all got that chemistry. That's been going on for years. But what's it like producing for a young artist like a black youngster, anybody that's just coming up, working with somebody new and just breaking them and kind of getting them in?
It's always fun to just dissect the energy, see where they coming from, you know what I mean, and kind of be therapeutic, you know, direct them into a lane that they haven't driven in before, you know what I mean, and expose them to a different light, you know what I mean, and kind of shine, you know, just different sprinkles of insight, you know what I mean, and it's like that's the fun part of just finding new artists and new births, you know, new talents, and going to Memphis, going to Chicago, going to Atlanta and Florida and different cities, and always finding new talent, you know what I mean?
Take me back, because we know you from Memphis. You got to start there, and you've been moving ever since. Take me back, how you got going with producing, and just kind of got your foot in the door, because so many young producers out here don't know the way, though, the Drumma Boy way, how you did it. I
mean, from birth, man, my mom tell me stories of putting her stomach up to the speaker, you know what I mean, and putting her womb right there to the vibrations of Isaac Hayes and Aretha Franklin, and Patti LaBelle and Temptations and whatnot. So we just come from like a musical family, man. My grandmother was a piano teacher. My aunt was a violinist, you know what I mean. My father was a clarinetist, you know, first chair clarinetist. So I came up in orchestra music and really didn't start doing anything until hip hop till like 9 or 10, you know what I'm saying. And then I started hanging out with my older brother. Shout out Insane Wayne, EMG. He was, you know, doing beats and whatnot with Jazzy Faye. So I got to see like a lot of the best from my city do it, you know what I mean, from the Carlos Brodys to the Slice T's to the Paragons to, you know what I'm saying, 3-6 Mafia, anybody and everybody who had a beat machine who was doing their thing. I got to witness that, you know what I'm saying, through just hanging out with Big Bruh, you know what I mean. And I started kind of putting both worlds together, kind of like meshing my knowledge of music theory with the beats, you know what I mean, and, you know, got the nickname Drumma Boy. Man, your beats sound like Drumma Boy, and just the patterns that you come up with and whatnot. Funny, ironically, that was the ornament on the Christmas tree since I was like 2 or 3, you know what I'm saying. R.I.P. Miss Cowan, R.I.P. Grandma Selena, R.I.P. Miss Elsie, Grandma Elsie, man. So, you know, them my 3 top women in my life right there, you know what I'm saying. And for me to have that ornament on the Christmas tree, the Drumma Boy, I turned it into Drumma. DRUMMA, put a little slang on that thing, and here we are. You know what I'm saying? Came up with Yo Gotti, did a joint on Life album, 4 tracks on Life album, did 3 tracks on Double Dose Tila, went on to do Pastor Troy, you know what I'm saying? Boys in the Hood, Young Jeezy, Drake, Rick Ross, and then it just took off, you know what I mean?
Let's go back with Brother, though, and you just watching him, because he kind of paved the way for you, so per se, and what was it like just seeing him work with all these big names, just kind of stepping into the lane, is already seeing what has to be done, you just know what's going on?
I remember the first time stepping into the studio, I felt like I was in a spaceship. I was just like, wow, like all these lights, you know what I'm saying? And he had an apartment, you know what I mean? He had the beat machine and the keyboard hooked up, you know what I mean? And then we used to have a setup right there in grandmama salon. Like my grandma used to do hair and do, you know, was a beautician and whatnot. And, you know, we took over the beautician at night, you know, the salon at night, and would set up the keyboard and the beat machine and all of that right there on the spot. And he'll be in there every night making the beat. I'd be like, let me play some, let me play some, let me play some. And the first time he let me play some was like the first beat we did, it was placed like the next week. You know what I mean? So I was just like, man, just keep showing me what's up, you know what I'm saying? Show me this, show me that. It was like just the skills, the tools, and the trades. And I'm like, I'm always loving to listen and learn, you know what I'm saying? Like I soak up knowledge, I soak up the energy, you know what I mean? And then I just put it into my own way, you know what I mean? And then I used to call them, bug them every weekend, every week, you know what I'm saying? During the week, in the morning, calling the barbershop, hey, listen to this, listen to this, listen to this. Man, that shit's slaw, man, that shit's slaw, you know what I'm saying? And I kept calling them until he was like, all right, you wanging. That shit hard, you know what I'm saying? So it's just always fun to just, you know what I'm saying, have somebody that push you, you know what I'm saying? So big brothers, that's why I'm always a big brother to so many people coming up today, you know what I mean? And always there for the ones that's eager to learn, you know what I mean, and ready to take they skill to the next level.
I gotta personally thank you, me being a college student. You keep me going during that 12 and 1 o'clock hour. Songs that you produced, you've had your hand in. Thank you personally for. I got the No Hands of the World. We always playing That's What's Up, and I believe them two songs that you had your hand with. How was this? Just knowing that you are so heavily involved in hip hop, everything going around. What's this feeling like for you just coming up out of Memphis?
Man, this is a blessing. We come from, you know, I call it the gumbo city. You know what I mean? We got so much
mess going on.
Just crack. Like, you don't know what's in it. This is that pot of good love, and you don't know what's in it. And it's a lot of hatred. A lot of people say it's hard coming up out of Memphis, but it builds you. It makes you strong. And a lot of times the people who hating on you really love you and really want to see you succeed, but they mad that you're doing the wrong things, or they dislike what route you taking to get to where you're trying to go. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times people in Memphis will push you to the utmost, you know what I mean? And to me, that's a star. That's a plus, you know what I'm saying? That's a benefit to have your city pushing me, because, you know, once I did make it, they embraced me, you know what I mean?
Anybody you haven't worked with that you want to work with, out of all the things you work with, anybody you haven't worked with?
Out of the city of Memphis, I got to work with Justin Timberlake, man, you know what I'm saying? We've been talking for a minute, you know, we've been back and forth, we dapped up a couple times, you know what I'm saying? So you definitely look forward to that collaboration. So, and it's a few more.
Somebody, craziest studio session you had with somebody, an artist, whether it's just the vibes, just being there with that person.
Craziest studio session I would say is when Gucci Mane got out of jail. The night I made Waka Flocka, No Hands, Roscoe Dash, Wale, some of everybody, man. It was about 2,000 people in B-Room Patchwork. So if you know how big that room is, it was crazy.
What was that like, just making that track and just anything that you produce? What's it all like, just being in studio, working with artists? You know, how long does it take for you to get a track down? What's it all like?
It's just like playing basketball, having fun. It don't take too long to put the ball in the hoop, you know what I mean? And if you really do what you do, you know, you find different ways of doing that, you know what I mean? Whether it's a slam dunk, whether it's a three, whether it's an alley-oop, whether it's assist, a pass, you know what I'm saying? Different offense in the studio is the same game, you know what I mean? So I score in different ways.
I recently seen you over the City Gear Twitter account, just kind of taking over. They said you'll be at different locations in Memphis. You got so much going on with clothing. Can you explain that? And also you have your wine that's doing numbers right now.
Absolutely. I've always looked up to a lot of different producers, man. You know, Puffy taught me a lot about multiple revenue stream and having multiple things going on. He's got the liquor going on. He's got the clothing going on. Number one, first African American to have the number one fragrance out, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, with the sparkling wine, I got presented that opportunity actually through a video called The Conductor.
Yeah.
And The Conductor was a video I did for my father conducting the Memphis Symphony's last performance when he was in the orchestra before he retired. So, you know, they charged me a lot of money, but I felt like I had to. They watched me come up. They watched me from birth. They was like my babysitter, so to speak. And a lot of people thought that I was going the wrong direction when I started producing the hip hop and whatnot. So look at me now. We here.
You represent that grit and grind, and you definitely got some funds on you. Memphis Grizzlies, I gotta get you out of there, but Grizzlies, they gonna take this thing next year?
Man, they gonna do the I would say the Western Conference Finals.
Okay.
I would say we got to get past Western Conference Finals yet. You know, you got to learn how to not ask for so much.
Yeah.
Everybody want to ring. Get the Western Conference Finals first. You know what I mean? Let's get like one more star player down there. You know what I mean? And we're gonna be good, man. You know, you might see me as assistant coach next year. Man.
You always on the court. When you come in, you know you got to get them courtside seats. We definitely see you down there.
Absolutely.
Drumma, I know you got so much moving. Got to get you out of here. I want to thank you for taking the time out rocking with me.
Already. We too fresh family, man. Check out my Instagram, Drumma Boy Fresh Family. Follow us. Family spelled with a PH. Check out the website for the liquor, www.marinobhlv.com.
It's Mr. Telefero. You can follow me right now. You got our Instagram and Twitter at the bottom of the screen right now. We're here. We in Atlanta, Georgia, and we're here with one of the hottest producers, probably the hottest producers. That'll be Drumma Boy. If you're looking to book me for an interview, video, or by phone, if you're looking to have your music or your skill featured on my daily podcast, if you're looking to book me for a speaking engagement to help motivate some kids, if you're looking to have me rock some of your clothing to help promote your brand, make sure you hit me up at booking@ismrtelefero.com. Again, that's booking@ismrtelefero.com.